All right, so welcome everyone to tonight's presentation. This is a life-changing opportunity, and we always like to start by drawing your attention to the power of inflation and how it's ravaging the global economy. We like to draw your attention to the fact that when you go to the market or to the shop, supermarket, what you buy today, you are not expected to get the same price tomorrow because the price would have increased. That is the current state of affairs in some countries in Africa. There's something that we used to get, it used to be 150 naira. Back in October, it was bought, a particular quantity was about 150 naira back in October 2023. So you buy it once in a while. So, but this month of February, attempting to go look for that thing, that same quality was costing 1,500 naira. We all know these stories. The money you have in your bank account is losing value very fast. A lot of persons tend to relax and say, hey, I have a job, I'm comfortable, I don't have any stress, I'm okay. Listen, you cannot afford to fold your arms thinking you have a comfortable job because your salary is getting useless. The money you have saved is losing value fast, faster than you can imagine. And it doesn't matter which part of the world you are in, any part of the world you're in, your asset is losing value. Now, look at the US dollar and its price movement over the last 100 years. If you had $1 million as a family and you kept it in the bank or locked it up somewhere as fiat currency, that $1 million will be worth about $60,000 as of today. It will be less than $100,000. And this is because of a lot of geopolitical tension and crisis that has happened in the world all over. First World War came, hit the world. The US dollar lost a lot of value. Second World War came, hit the world. US dollar a lot of value. President Nixon trying to make sure that the United States can meet all of its obligations, remove the gold, back in every dollar that is in circulation, and said, print as much dollar as you can. That singular act. Yeah, that singular act automatically sent the dollar going to rock bottom here. And you can see how a couple of decisions, centralized authority engaging in what we call quantitative easing. Quantitative easing is simply printing money. When you print money and there's a lot of money in circulation, that leads to inflation. And when there's a lot of geopolitical tension, US-China, trade wars, US-Russia, Russia-Ukraine, Israel-Palestine, all of this global tension is affecting fiat currency because a lot of money is going into financing these wars, and the fiat currency continues to go downhill. And the reason for saying this is just to, really, really encourage you and let you know that you cannot afford, in this age, 2024, you cannot afford to say, I have a good job, I'm okay, I don't want to do anything else, I don't want to fight inflation, everybody will be okay. Listen, the money you have is fast getting useless. And so you need to think of strategies to counter inflation. And I'm talking about where you have cash flow. Cash flow is king, all right? You need to have cash flow. And that cash flow is what we are going to talk about tonight in a way that it's going to help you counter inflation. So please pay close attention, because as the world events are shaping the downward movement of fiat currency, we're also going to show you how global events is taking assets that many people are not even thinking about, higher and higher and higher. Now, welcome to the blockchain. What is the blockchain? Now, the blockchain is your tool to counter inflation. I will repeat it. The blockchain is your tool. It is a technology that can help you counter inflation. What is the blockchain? Of course, it is a distributed ledger technology governed by peer-to-peer network. All right. And the easiest way to define, to help you understand that definition, is to imagine your bank. For example, if your bank is First Bank or Wells Fargo Bank or any bank in the world, imagine all of the bank's accounts and all of their transactions being available on the internet in a way that you can Google anything about them. So you can go to their portfolio, you can go to their general ledger using a browser, see every account in the bank, every transaction of any account. You can see everything. You can see the accounts with the highest balances. You can really gain full transparency. That is what the blockchain is. It's a very open and transparent general ledger. But I want to give you a definition of the blockchain that's also super important. The blockchain is defined as the internet of value. Please write this down if you're coming to the presentation for the first time. The blockchain is called the internet of value. We have the internet of information where your Google, YouTube, TikTok, and all of that can give you access to a lot of knowledge, education, documentation. But we have the internet that is all about value. This value are non-fungible tokens, coins, parcels of land, the metaverse. A lot of things are happening in this blockchain that's called internet of value. Let me be straight. This value is money, because you can convert any of these items I mentioned into money. So the blockchain can be defined as the internet of money. A couple of years ago, if somebody had asked me, is there anything like the internet of money? I would have said internet of money. No, I'm not. I don't think. I mean, where did you hear that? But today, 2024, we can tell you that there's internet. There's the internet where it's all about money. That is why we tell you that the blockchain, the cryptocurrency space in particular, is your gateway to unlocking and countering inflation. Goods and services are skyrocketing. What used to cost $10 now costs $200. It's crazy. It's happening so fast that many families don't know how to survive. The blockchain can give you hope. Now, here's the thing about the blockchain. Less than 4% of the world's population is on the blockchain. The vast majority of the world have no idea what the blockchain is. In fact, many people are scared of the blockchain. When you tell people to come into the blockchain and the cryptocurrency space, they get scared. If you are in this meeting, you are blessed and privileged to be among the few that are hearing about the internet of money. Now, because it's the internet of money, many criminals come in here to hide. And newbies fall prey to these criminals. So in the early days, when we came to the blockchain, I remember the first platform I did an investment in, I was getting 3% a day. I couldn't believe that is possible. I felt I had discovered something extraordinary. And I couldn't believe it. A group of us who came in there would say, is this real? Why people are suffering? We're getting 3% every single day. Well, that was our first exposure to the blockchain. And I can still remember the name of that company. They lied that they had been operating for 3 years, but they backdated the data on their website. They were just out to scam people. And so within the space of 2-3 months, of course, they shut down. So most times when people tell you they want to come into blockchain, it is those kind of platforms they are falling prey to. They are falling prey to such schemes that end up ripping people off. That is not the blockchain. ROI companies, please, that's not blockchain. ROI companies use the blockchain to take people's money to their own systems, and when they hit their target, they shut down and run away. So please, if you are here and you've lost money in the past, do not despair. Many of us have lost money in the past. If you are here and you've lost money in the past, I want you to type the letter L in the chat box, just for us to see an idea of how many people here have lost money. And I'm really typing myself because I've lost money. I know many of my leaders that have lost money. And if you look at the chart right now, you see many people have lost money in the online space. And many are still losing today. Tonight, I'm going to show you the reason why people have lost. It is because of these criminals that come to the internet of money, position themselves, and behave as if they are blockchain projects. They will tell you all sorts of sweet stories that will look logical. All is just to attract you and your friends, and then they rip you off and run away. And we want to put an end to that story. So tonight, we're going to introduce you to the safest way to play and benefit from the blockchain. All right. So please remember, the blockchain engenders trust. It is a trust machine. It has a couple of properties. For example, there's anonymity on it. So that is where those criminals come in, those Ponzi schemes. They come in and see that, oh, we can actually get money from people and they can deposit to us without anything tying us, any identity, and they use that to their advantage and run away. All right, it's time-stamped, everything is there, it's transparent, it's immutable. You can't reverse anything done on the blockchain. All right, you can't go delete it, and there is non-repudiation. You cannot deny what has been done on the blockchain. These are just a few of the properties of distributed ledger technology, DLT. All right, but please take note, we are introducing you to the part of the blockchain that is monetized so that you can counter inflation. Now, money has evolved, and you know this evolution of money. Some people are still dealing with notes. Some people don't want to step into the cryptocurrency phase. Many countries are already stepping into the cryptocurrency phase because blockchain is something that most countries love. They are embracing what they call digital currencies. So these various banks, national banks, they have their countries have their digital currencies. So this is telling you that if countries are creating digital currencies for their nations, that should tell you that there's something about the blockchain that the world has discovered. So why don't you open your heart and your mind and come into the blockchain? But please, don't come to the blockchain and think that ROI companies are the blockchain. They are not the blockchain. They are just criminals and scammers waiting to rip you of your money. What we want to introduce you to tonight is real blockchain technology that can put money in your pocket. All right, that's what we want to introduce you to tonight. So the world is facing cryptocurrencies. If you are here tonight, you are an early adopter. Okay, you are adopting blockchain when it is still less than 4% of the world on it. So you are well positioned. How can you navigate the blockchain space for your own personal gain and for the gain of your family? The answer is by operating the technology called RoyalQ. RoyalQ is a technology that will take you into the blockchain, automatically identify assets, buy them low and sell high. That is what this technology does. You do not send your capital to this technology. This RoyalQ technology is connected directly to your exchange of choice on the blockchain, and it can trade any assets based on the settings that you have pre-configured. And this is super easy. Direct blockchain trading artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is being used today to take the world to great places. ChatGPT and a lot of artificial intelligence technologies have changed the way people react and respond in the world. So robotics is a field that has become very advanced. And I tell you today, if I record your voice, all right, if I take Flourish's voice, for example, I can take Flourish's voice and make that same voice speak Spanish, make that same voice say the same thing. Maybe he says 10 sentences in English. I can make that same voice say those 10 sentences in Spanish, I can make it say those sentences, those same 10 sentences in French. I can make it do that in many languages. That is what artificial intelligence is doing today. This was literally impossible many years ago. If you tell me that somebody can take my voice and transform it into 100 languages within few seconds, I'll tell you that's not possible. But it's being done today. People are running multilingual websites using this technology. So please, some people make the mistake of saying it is not possible. Listen, it is happening. It's not a question of possibility. It is happening. Cars are driving themselves based on artificial intelligence. We have robotic office assistants. We have the butler that can serve you, in your hotel, on your seat, take the bill without anybody talking to you directly. We have the robotic police. In advanced world, what people do, what police do in primitive societies, robots do it in advanced worlds. I mean, if you need to go ahead and remove mines in a mine-reading terrain, there's a robot that goes and does that. If you need to go get a dead body right from where there's a lot of shootout, there are robots that can go do that. If you need to smash a wall and get into a building, there's technology that can do that. So robotics is being embraced by the police force in advanced countries. And you need to understand that the same robotic technology that is able to achieve all this can also trade for you. There is technology that can trade for you the same way artificial intelligence is advancing so many things. There is technology that can trade for you. That is RoyalQ. It is a super intelligent app that has different modes. It can operate in semi-automated mode for low-income traders. It can operate in high-level automated trading for high capital traders. So this technology works 7 days a week, 365 days in a year, no public holidays. The cryptocurrency market operates every single day. And so you can make money every single day. I'm telling you, this technology will make money for you while you're sleeping, because most people enter trades by 7, 8, 9 p.m., go to bed by 10. Before they wake up, is sold in profits. Most times, your trade will sell by 3 a.m. in the morning, and people wake up, oh, my trade has sold. All right, early today, we gave a signal. People who were quick enough got that signal, took it, and by the time, it was a 9% profit signal. And I'm going to show you that signal. 9% profit. All right. When I saw the opportunity for the 9% gains, I said, wow, this is, when I shared the signal, I was super excited because we've been watching the market for a couple of days. Now, when that signal was delivered earlier today, but this evening, it has sold out. I mean, you could have been going about your work, doing everything you're doing, and you make 9% gains. That is what this technology can do for you. It will take profit when it wants to take profit while you're sleeping. It will buy margin calls when it needs to buy margin calls while you're busy doing every other thing in your life. This is a 24/7 technology that will be generating profits for you, countering inflation in your life. The money you make from trading alone is going to be putting so much, cushion and making sure that your family is ahead of inflation. Now, this is what makes this system unique. Now, pay close attention, all right? Now, all the platforms that have scammed us have told us this. We have our exchange account, which is, Binance, Kraken, Bybit, and the rest of them. So all those platforms that scammed us, we say, send us your money, transfer it from your exchange account, send it to us. That's how many of us have been scammed. But you see, when it comes to RoyalQ, RoyalQ says, keep your money in your exchange. Don't send your capital to me. Don't send me your trading capital. Just send me the bot subscription fee and gas fee, and that's all. Don't send me your trading capital. Keep your trading capital in your pocket. Then there's a technology that can connect to your pocket. Now, when I say your pocket, I mean your Binance account, your Kraken account, your Bybit account. You have the username and password to that account. RoyalQ does not. You have the two-factor authentication to that account. RoyalQ does not. Okay? So This is how powerful this technology is. Right from your phone, you can download the RoyalQ app, download the Binance application, and connect this server, RoyalQ, to your pocket, to your Binance account. And it will be trading directly in that exchange. That exchange has a lot of blockchain assets. All right. So many of them, you have so many trading opportunities. You just need to, decide how you want to trade and let the bot take over and handle a lot of your trading. That is how special this opportunity is. I want you to understand this. Your capital remains in your pocket. You cannot be scammed with RoyalQ. That is one of the most special things about this bot. Many platforms are going to scam you. Trust me, they're going to come with different ways. People are going to tell you, oh, we have created something that is going to be, that's connected to geology and oil exploration, blah, 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 blah. You have to be careful. They come up with so many stories. Many of them, I mean, we've experimented. Many of us on this team, myself included, we've experimented. We've tried a lot of those things. We've trusted those platforms, thinking that there's something different. But I tell you, 99% of them are scams, outright scams waiting to rip you off on the internet of money. With RoyalQ, your money remains right here. Your capital remains right here. And this is the beauty. Your phone connects RoyalQ servers to your Binance account or whatever exchange you're using. Once you set up the trades, you can throw away your phone and your trades will continue to happen. Remember, your trades are happening between RoyalQ servers and Binance. Your trades are not happening on your phone. Your phone is just a television screen to see what's happening between RoyalQ servers and your Binance account. So on your Binance account, you see RoyalQ will take USDT, you buy an asset, hold on to that asset until the asset goes up by a particular percentage. Based on your settings, it will sell off, take the profit as both USDT, the capital and profit, return it to your USDT wallet, and you just see your USDT balance growing day on day, day on day, day on day. We're going to show you an example. We're going to show you a challenge on how you can radically transform your finances. Capital independence, robot independence, API binding, a tightening security between your bot and your exchange account, and your phone being a television screen, which means even if you're out of network, whenever you get back network, you get to see your trades running. Your trades will sell off even if you don't have network on your phone based on your settings, all right? So the settings are resident here on RoyalQ servers and it's trading directly on Binance, so your phone is just a television screen. Very important to note. So what do you get from this bot? What do you stand to gain? A couple of things, and they're very simple. Every month, and we encourage you to think monthly, all right? Every month, expect yourself to get 10 to 50%, all right? Minimum of 8%, 8% to 50%. Every month. We have traders in our team that keep making 40% monthly based on our trading strategies, okay? These people dedicate their time to trading based on, our systems for trading. Now, if you give time like that, you can make 40% every single month. But I tell you, every month, I mean, if you just take a few of the signals, you'll be getting 10% to 50% monthly. And this is mouth-watering. And I tell you, no bank can give you that. No bank can give you 8% monthly. No bank can give you that. All right. Now, another thing you need to know is whether the market is going up or down. You're going to be making money. The market operates in three modes. Uptrend, a lot of money is being made during uptrends. Downtrends, money is being made, but not so much because it's just buying the dip and bringing down the average price. Now, sideways market, the market hardly goes up, hardly goes down. It's just a narrow range. In sideways market too, you don't really make so much money. So, but just up and down, whatever happens within a month, just expect 8 to 50% monthly. And of course, this here stands for API binding and this tightening of security between your bot and your exchange account. This is a real market movement. A lot of people think that market only goes up, like from here, up, 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 up. They're not prepared for when the market goes down. Listen, market must go down. The golden rule of trading is whatever goes up must come down. In fact, when you trade and the market is pumping, 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 expect what we call a retracement. It must happen. That is a natural trading cycle. All right. So if a person comes in here and the market is coming down, people always panic. Oh, when will ape sell? When will my trade sell? And they just keep worrying unnecessarily. Now, when the market comes down, relax. It will still go up. It will go down again and it will still fire up. Patience at times is required with trading. And that is one of the things you need to understand when it comes to trading. So we have a couple of trading options. One of them is the autopilot trading with Acro. The autopilot hands-free trading requires a minimum of $3,000 or thereabout. When you set it up, you just walk away. You don't have to look at anything. Let it trade for you for a month, review your trading, optimize your settings as you wish. But for the first month, just learn about the bot and see exactly how it's operating. All right. So that is hands-free method. With this method, you don't need to think. In the month of August, this method gave about 60 to 80%. Some people made 60 to 80%. All right. In the month of August. So in a year, there will be a couple of months, 1 or 2 months or 3 months that can generate even 100% gains for you if you're using the autopilot trade settings. But we have also the hands-on settings where we can use signals or market analysis. So these hands-on settings, these settings are pre-configured. You put the settings in. So taking the trades will just take you 15 seconds, 30 seconds. You've triggered the trades once you see the signal. But you have to pin. So we have a WhatsApp channel. You have to pin that channel on your WhatsApp because when the trade drops there, you want to see the message and take action. Okay? You want to see the message and take action. You can even start with $50, but we always recommend $350 and above. But actually, you can start with $50 and $100 if that's what you want or what you have. You can actually start making money from there. But of course, the more money you have, the more more meaningful your trade will be. Now, you can also trade bull run tactics. So in the bull run, some coins will do 10x. Right? So if it's doing 10x, you might be taking 100% each of the journey. So you can pick a couple of coins and say, hey, I'm setting these coins as bull run trades, and I'll be taking 100% each. Now, there are times it will hit 100% and retrace. When it retraces, that's another opportunity to buy it, enter cheaper, and wait for another 100%. Now, the 100% will not happen in 1 week or 2 weeks. All right. In the bull run, it can actually happen in 1 day. But you want to really allow yourself to set 100% take profit targets on a few coins. And the beautiful thing about it is that those coins can pump while you are sleeping. It will take the 100% profit, all right, and secure that profit. When you wake up, you might see that the coin has gone down in price a little bit, but because the bot was trading for you, it has captured that profit and you did not miss it. So that is one option for trading for the bull run. You can pick a couple of coins that are definitely going to do like 5, 10x, 20x, and put 150% take profit on each of those coins. And honestly, you will be excited and shocked at what you're going to get. Now, I need you to understand this, that some trades are going to fire fast. Some trades are going to sell off in minutes. Some will take hours. Some will take days. You can have trades that take a week or even more than a week. All right. You don't have to get worried because this is not futures. This is not Forex. It's not leverage trading. It's spot. Trust me, your money is safe. And anytime the market faces up, you will make profit. You cannot lose unless you go sell manually by yourself. All right. This is a very simple, easy to use application. If you can use WhatsApp, you can. If you can drive a car, you are overqualified to use RoyalQ. It's extremely easy. You just need to take a few moments to understand the settings. We have 8 video trainings. Once you do those trainings, you'll be running with this bot with full confidence. All right. Trust me, once you activate the bot, just do those 8 video trainings, 10 minutes, 15 minutes video trainings. And at the end of the day, you'll be really, really, surprised at the capacity or your capabilities when it comes to operating this amazing technology. So how much does it cost to get started with this bot. It costs you simply an affordable $120. Yeah, just $120. That's it. Then fuel fee of $20. So what is the fuel fee about? Now, anytime the bot makes profit for you, it will take 20% as a charge. Like, thank you, I've made profit for you. This is my own fee of the profits. Here's an example. If it makes $10 profit for you, all right, $10, it's going to take $2 and say, thank you, I've taken my part of the profit. Now, you cannot withdraw that fuel fee from your Binance account because it doesn't have withdrawal access. It would take it from inside the internal USDT wallet inside the bot. So the bot has an internal USDT wallet where you're going to send the $150 for activation and the $20 for fuel fee, right? $140. That's it. That's all you're sending to the bot. Your trading capital remains on Binance. Now, somebody will say, oh, but I don't have the money. This sounds nice, but I don't have the money. So what am I going to say to that person? You don't have the money. Don't worry, the money will come. But pay attention to the technology. Understand the power of the technology so that when money comes, you will know exactly what you need to do. You just get on board RoyalQ. You avoid falling for scams. And if you have been hearing about RoyalQ for many, many months and you still not been able to get on board, my question to you is, how long do you want to continue broke? How long do you want to keep saying, I don't have the money? How long? Do you want to say this, I don't have the money for the next 10 years? And other people transform their lives with this technology we are showing to you today? If you have spent so many months waiting to start RoyalQ, I think it's a question of lack of resourcefulness. Because I'm sure when it's time for your birthday, you celebrate your birthday. I'm also sure that when there's a health challenge, you make sure you get it fixed. I'm also sure that if there's a burial, you're going to figure out how to get the money to get the burial done. So it's a question of resourcefulness. You have to be resourceful. I saw a post where somebody had to sell his junk truck. All right. He needed to start opportunity and he had to sell his junk truck. Yeah, he went on to make so much money, but he took the first decision to look for something to sell to get started. We have people right here in Africa who had to sell their couch. They had to sell it to raise money to get started with this amazing technology the moment they discovered how it works. There are people that did not have capital to trade. They could only afford the $120 to get activated. And that was what they sent to the bot. Then they started sharing the opportunity because there's a lot of money in sharing the opportunity. And I'm going to spend a few minutes to explain that to you at the end of the at the end of the trading component of the presentation. So you cannot afford to fold your arms and keep saying, oh, I don't have the money. You can't keep saying that because it's getting tougher and tougher. Some people say worse and worse. It's getting worse. Things are moving from bad to worse. You can't keep saying you cannot get started. You have to find a way to get started. And then some people will tell you, oh, I don't have the time. You don't have the time. So what are you doing with your time? Is your time taking you to $1 million? What you're doing right now, can it take you to $1 million? That work you're doing, can it take you to $1 million? If it cannot, please stop wasting all of your time on it. Find time. You have 24 hours in a day. You work from morning to evening. Dedicate time in the evening to trade. Dedicate time to check the charts for sniper trades. We have sniper trades. We have other normal trades. You have to dedicate time. You can't say you don't have the time. If what you're doing is going to take you to $1 million, all right, I wish you well. Keep doing it. But if you are fighting it and struggling right now in this economy, you need to find time for what will change your life. All right? Some people will say, oh, I'm scared of losing my capital on the internet. You lose your capital when you send your trading capital to the so-called Ponzi schemes. With RoyalQ, your capital remains in your control. Another question people will ask you is, oh, $120, is this a scam? What do you call a scam? You know, people have been scammed so much that anytime they come to any program, they immediately tell themselves anything online is a scam. We're telling you about a platform that has generated $100,000 for people. We're telling you about a platform that generated $800,000 for people in Africa. One single person here in Africa. We're telling you about a platform that somebody recently hit $40,000 income on. And you call that a scam? A system where your money remains in your control? Please, open your mind, open your heart. Don't lose access to this life-changing income. Now, one simple question a lot of people ask is, how long will it take me to get back my money? We told you can make 8 to 50% every single month. You can make your money back sometimes if the market pumps, like we expect in the bull run, sometime middle of this year. If the market pumps, you can make that your money in 2 months. All right. There's a way the market will pump, you make your capital in 2 months. There's a way the market is going to pump, you make your money back in 3-4 months. Now, but let's look at the minimum. Even if you're making 10% on the average every single month, you're going to make 120% in a year. No bank can give you that. But I can assure you that if you master how we trade, you can make 200% in a year. If you're an average trader, not full-time trader, you can make 200% in a year. So in 6-7 months, you've made your capital back, and then you begin to keep increasing that capital. I'm going to show you something at the end of this presentation because we want you to think about the big picture that's possible. This is an account that was traded autopilot. You can see with $3,000 it started early August, they're firing $73, $200 gains, some $24 some days, $41 some days. You know, this is really, it was really an amazing experience in the month of August. The account went ahead to upgrade to $6,000. You can see it made $300 on some days, almost $500 on some days beyond $500. This is real trading while money remains in your control. This is a $100 account that is trading and making money, you know, like crazy. Just 3 days, that's made over 12% gains. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of money to be made here. Just understand how the system works and open your heart to it. This is somebody super excited with his trading. Listen to him as he tells his testimony.
I just started this business on the 14th of last month, and with $100 capital, and so far so good. This is my report. I've been trading on 1.2% profit, 1.2% take profit, because I don't want to waste too much time in the market. But as you can see, I'm making progress.
All right, so that's super, super special. Some people say, oh, I want to see results before I trade. Now, this is a result with somebody who's just trading with $100. So there are many people trading with higher, bigger income, and they're making radical cash flow. This is another testimonial. For those who love to see proof, it's another testimonial of another trader who is trading. He's just scrolling and showing you the profits and the wins per second from this robot trading for you. All right. This is how powerful this technology is, and it works. All right. Now, I like to always tell people this. When you are trading and sometimes the market goes against you, today I saw people showing -2% and they are worrying. Listen. Anything 10%, 25% negative, you're still in the game. You don't have to worry yourself. All right. If you have a -5%, -10%, just relax. You are still in the game. It's going to sell off. It just takes the market 1 or 2 days of good movement and your trade is out in profits. So please take note. And no need of worrying. That's part of trading. Now, this is our wealth creation technology for just a few years for those who want to start with autopilot trading. We tell you this, if you start with $3,000 and every year you double it, all right? You make more than double, but let's just say you take away some of your profits, right? So every year, at least your capital doubles. If you can stick to that year on year, if in the first year you're able to double this to 6,000, second year, 12,000, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year, eighth year, you see, by the ninth year, your capital would have become $1.9 million, $1.5 million. This is the power of actually trading. And we have not even applied compounding to this. This is the power of trading with this amazing and life-changing opportunity. So please do get started with your journey. If you're a busy person, you don't have time to check anything, just understand, trade with the bot. Let the bot trade for you, autopilot, and you'll be making money. In less than a decade, you can become a dollar millionaire. In less than a decade, you can become a dollar millionaire. What kind of lifestyle are you going to live when you make your first $1.5 million from trading? And every year you'll be making $1 million, every year $1 million, every year $1 million. What kind of lifestyle will you live? What kind of car will you drive? You're going to sell your car, the current one you're driving, you're going to sell it. And you might be, changing your car every 3 to 6 months because you want to try out different car experiences, right? You're going to try some exotic cars. You're going to try some that are not good for your country's roads, but just to experiment. You're going to travel to different parts of the world. Every 3 months, you're going to change location. All right. You might live in Paris, stay in Paris for a month or two, move from Paris, go to, you could check some of the natural habitats in Australia for another 2 months. You relocate from there, go explore the falls between the United States and Canada, explore the deep ocean. You can go to Bora Bora, uh, Honolulu, where you can see the bottom of the sea, crystal clear waters, with you living on top of the waters. You can really take time to explore the beauty of planet Earth. That is possible when you make money, but you have to make the first sacrifice and discipline. Discipline yourself to trade and trade till you hit $1.5 million. And that is a challenge for you. Bitcoin halving is coming, and it's going to happen by the end of April this year. When that halving happens, look at what normally happens after halving. All right, after every halving, the price of Bitcoin pumps, then it dips and waits for the next halving, then it pumps, then it dips and waits for the next halving, then it pumps. We are here right now, and we're somewhere here right now. The price of the Bitcoin, the halving is going to happen ending of April. When that halving happens, the price is going to shoot up. You don't want to stay without having a RoyalQ account when that Bitcoin halving happens, because the trade results you're going to be getting on this team is going to, all right, is going to change your story, all right? It's going to change your story. So make sure you activate now, learn how we trade now, so that when the bull run starts, this is what we call bull run. When you hear bull run, it's this bull run, bull run. Millionaires are made during the bull run. When the bull run starts, you don't want to be saying, oh, teach me how to trade. No, no, no. When the bull run starts, you're already in the game. You're already positioned. You will not be talking. No, you won't have time. You'll be milking from the market, and simply the only thing you say is share your trade results. This is your challenge. Even if you don't have $3,000 to get started, this is your challenge if you accept it. Are you somebody that can take 300 trades? Are you somebody that can take 300 trades? This is your challenge. And I really want you to accept it. And before you accept it, I'm going to take some time to show you the possibilities. So I'm going to share a part of my screen from another device so that you can, get an idea of what we're talking about. Just a second. So pay attention to this compound interest calculator that's going to give you an idea of how much money you can make. Let's just say you trade with $400. Okay. Now, it's not a per day thing, all right? It is per trade thing. It doesn't matter, how many days a trade takes. This is very important. So when you see per day here, replace it in your mind with per trade, all right? Now, we're going to say you trade for 300 trades, all right? And you're compounding per day. So 300 trades. All right. And you're compounding per trade. All right. So get this concept. Where you see day, just put trade. So $400 per trade. Okay. And you're compounding per trade. Okay. And then you're trading 300 trades. Let's calculate how much you can make if you are patient enough to trade consistently with $400. Okay. Look at your screenshot. Just hold on a moment. Okay. So per day, per trade, let's just say you want to make, like today we delivered a 9% profit on one of our trades, but let's just be very modest in this calculation. Let's just say you're making 1.5% per trade. Okay. There are trades you're going to make 2%, there are trades you're going to make 4%, there are trades you're going to make 5%, some you're going to make 10%. Like today, we delivered 9%. So just imagine that you put $400, you're making 1.5% per trade, and you want to take 300 trades, all right? So this is not a per day thing, this is per trade, okay? All right, so that being said, you click on calculate. If you look at the calculator, it's already telling you that by the time you complete 300 trades and you take 1.5% per trade, you would have $34,000. You would have $34,000 with just $400 trading for you at a time. And remember, we said you have $1,000, you're trading with 40%, all right? So you keep $600 idle. A lot of people say, why is still so much money idle? Yeah, you need it to be idle so that you can use it to bring down your average price as part of our trading strategy, all right? Let's blow your mind. So I'm going to click on this here to see details of the report. Look at how the graph shot up. It will start slowly, and then before you know it, oh my God. I have one simple question for you. Would you like to go from $400 to $34,000 in 300 trades? If your answer is yes, type Y, the letter Y in the chat box. I want to know how many of us here are with me on this concept. Would you like to go from $400, and $400 is just an example, from $400 to $34,000 purely trading? You're not even talking to anybody. You are just trading and milking the blockchain and countering inflation. Just type yes or Y in the chat box. Thank you, Mr. Collins. All right, Madam Happiness, thank you. I can see Mr. Moses, Mr. Okezie, awesome. All right, this is powerful, and we have been doing it in this team. We have been doing it in this team. This is our goal. It requires tenacity. Let me show you the report. All right, just allow the promotional video to complete. All right, this is the report. Trade one. All right, remember, a trade can take more than 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. All right, so don't bother. It's not a daily thing. Just trade, calculate trade by trade, trade by trade. So the first trade is going to give you $6 gain. You have $406. So your capital is now $406. Now, on $406, you trade again, make your 1.5%. You now have $412. See, it starts like it's a joke. It starts like it's a joke. It crawls. Your first 14 trades is going to challenge you. It will look as if, oh, it's not working. Now, look at what happens when you hit your trade 20. You are now on $538, all right, dollars. Now, imagine what happens when you're on trade 50. When you're on trade 50, you are now on what we'll call 800. You've made over double of the $400 you have in play. Now, as you keep going down the trades and you keep winning, let's go to trade 100. What would you be experiencing in trade 100? Trade 100 would have gotten you $1,700. What would you be experiencing in trade 200? Trade 150, for example, would have taken you to $3,600. 700, and you were just playing with $400 while keeping the remaining as backup. All right, this is the power of this opportunity. Look at trade 200. When you hit trade 200, this is what you're going to get. And we're just using a modest figure of $400, just to be modest. $7,000 when you hit trade 200. Oh my God. Then when you hit trade 250, you become somebody who has made a total of $16,000 from the market. So can you get to trade 250? That is the challenge for you. And when you get to trade 300, this is the report as it's growing. You can see how the thousands of dollars is, and then you get to $34,000. This is the challenge we have for you. And if you can accept this challenge, if you can trade with tenacity, if you can stick with us as we go on this journey, you're gonna be grateful that you did. Now let's blow your mind. Let's say you have $10,000, okay? Because there are people that have $10,000, and so we tell them to trade with $4,000. All right, with $4,000 going into the market every time for them to keep the $6,000 in case of emergency. Meanwhile, remember the $6,000 when it comes in, it will also vomit profits. So trade with that for 300 days. Your $4,000 becomes what? Your $4,000 becomes $344,000. And you can see it right here on the screen. If I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see it right here on the screen. $344. And you can see the progression right here. It's another miracle. I mean, it's another miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this calculator is here for you. And it's just to show you what is possible. And so, like I said, your challenge, if you would accept it, is will you be willing to take 300 trades? Will you be willing to take 300 trades? All right. There will be trades that will complete in 15 minutes. There will be trades that will take 1 week. There will be trades that will take a long time. All right. Stick with us on this journey. If you trade with us, 300 trades, I promise you, this transformation will happen in your life. And you would have countered inflation. Other people will be complaining about inflation and it's how it has destroyed their life. You would have countered inflation and you will be a testimony to how the blockchain can change anyone's life. So please get back to whoever invited you, get a referral link, sign up, get started, do a little bit of training. There are 8 videos, short videos. Just take one day and watch all those videos. When you watch all those videos, have your notebook by your side and take notes, because you are doing a training course that will generate lifetime income for you. And you need to understand that this opportunity we are presenting to you tonight will change your life and the life of your family. Stay safe on the internet. Don't click on links at random. Be careful. Avoid airdrops on the phone you're using for RoyalQ. Just be extra cautious when it comes to security on the internet. Now, that is the power of the opportunity when it comes to trading. But please be patient with me, because I want to use the next 10 minutes to run through the part of the opportunity that involves sharing RoyalQ with others. Now, there are some people who are doing RoyalQ. They don't want to talk to anyone. They just want to trade. They just want to trade. They sit down with their system and the phones. They're trading with the bot. Yeah, there are people like that on this team. But when something is so nice, when something is powerful enough to counter inflation, to take your $3,000 and convert it to something astronomical, something that powerful, we encourage people to make sure they share it with at least 20 persons. So what are the benefits of sharing this opportunity with at least 20 persons? That is what I want to quickly run through within the next few minutes. One, if you activate your bot, you become what we call a junior broker or V1. Once you activate anybody, by the way, let me tell you this. Here's a secret. Just bring people to the presentation. Don't waste your time talking and talking and talking to people. Get them to the presentation. Let the professionals do the talking. Now, as they attend the business meeting, their eyes are going to be open to the power of this opportunity. They are going to be like, oh my God. Now, when they activate, you're going to get a gift of $30. Out of the $120 they pay, you're going to get $30 as a thank you gift. So if you get 5 persons fast in your first week, that'll be $150 for you. So we tell people, start with your 3 to 5 first team members and encourage them to also go get their 3 to 5. Now, this is not compulsory. There are people that wouldn't do it. They just want to trade, all right? You're going to make a lot of money from just pure trading. But we also want people to hear about RoyalQ. We think this is a gem that is, people don't even know about it yet. So we want the whole of Africa to wake up to this RoyalQ opportunity. Now, if you get a team of 20 with your link, imagine 20 times 30. That is $600 already. That has already added a lot of money into your pocket. So once you have a team of 20, I mean, even if you brought in 3 people directly, okay, and the 3 people also go get their 3 or their 5, once your team hits 20, you become what we call a middle broker or V2. Your first challenge once you join RoyalQ is to quickly get to V2 as fast as you can. Don't do any other thing online. Just focus on getting to V2. When you get to V2, you have a team of 20 persons. Now, what that unlocks is any other person joining your team at any level, you're going to get $10 gift, even if you don't know who brought the person in. As long as it's happening in your structure, anybody bringing anybody, you are sleeping, they are bringing somebody in, you're getting $10 as a gift. Now, as a V1, when you bring people in, you see that gas fee that RoyalQ is taking 20% of the profits, is sharing it with you. That gas fee is actually meant to be shared with you. You that trained your team, take this percentage. Thank you for training these people. That's what the gas fee is about. It's not really just a RoyalQ thing. It's for you. Thank you for training these people in your structure. So you have to do the work of training. All right. Now, if you become a middle broker, you're going to be earning from everybody in your team. All right. You're going to be earning from everybody in your team, from their gas fees. You will just see team quantification to be pouring into your account. It's actually a beautiful thing to behold. So we always encourage you, just have some tenacity, build a team of 20. When you build a team of 20, the gas fee coming in will be cushioning your own gas fee that you're trading with, and it will make you smile. Trust me, there are some times I've made $100 in a day from just gas fees when the market is pumping. All right. So as a V2 middle broker, anybody you bring into the business, you are getting $40. Anybody you use your link to activate as a middle broker, you're getting $40. Right? So it's easy to become a V2, just be a team of 20, 3 people directly with your link, or 3 to 5 persons, then help them to also build once your team gets to 20. It's super easy to become a V2. So I challenge you, if you are in this team, to go become V2. Now, the next step is V3. V3 is somebody who has built a team of 100 persons. And in the process of getting to the 100 persons, he has created 3 V2s, or he has created 3 middle brokers. So when you create 3 middle brokers and your team crowd gets to 100, you become an advanced broker. When you become an advanced broker, your business changes. You'll be making, $100 a day as an advanced broker. Trust me, this is a powerful position to be. Just a team of 100 traders. 100 traders who are really trading. I mean, it's a life-changing opportunity. All right? So why not start today and start sharing the opportunity? Remember, don't talk too much. Just get people to the presentations and begin to build a team of 100. Just with 5 directly with your link, and then do operation 5 by 5, help people who are building to keep building. And before you know it, you get to a team of 100. Super easy. Don't be distracted. Focus on this opportunity, and you will unlock the kind of income that will shock you and that will make you smile, and you'll bless the day you joined RoyalQ. Did you know that if you are an advanced broker V3, everybody you activate, you get $50 for activating them? And from the gas fee of your team, you make 40% of that gas fee. That 20% RoyalQ deducts, you make 40% of that 20%. So by all means, build your team and grow your structure to a team of a lot of active traders so that you can get this blessing. But you have to teach them how to trade. You have to train them on how to take signals. Once you do the work, then you enjoy for the rest of your trading life. Then we have the senior broker who is a V4. See, there are some V4s on this team. When they activate an account, it's $60 they get. How can you become a V4? you need a team of 300 traders, okay? And you need to have 3 V3s, all right? 3 advanced brokers from 3 different lines. If you can achieve that, have a team of 300 persons with 3 V3s. Remember, a V3 requires 100 team members. So that means 100, 100, 100, 300, and somehow the team balances. 300 traders and 3 V3s, you become a senior broker, V4. V4 is the sweetest, rank in this system. All right. Please trust me, it's one of the sweetest ranks in RoyalQ. You can be making a hell of money as a V4. Our team partner is V5. Of course, a V5 is a person who has 800 team members trading and has 3 V4s. A V5 who activates anybody gets $65. And, from the entire trading structure, if people are trading, the V5 makes 55% of the team bonus, from those gas fees. So this is a lot of money coming into the V5. So you need to understand that it's not just about, some people say, come and buy my V5 account. I mean, come and buy my V4. Are people trading in that account? People are not trading. That account is useless to you. All right. The gas fees from trading is super, 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 super more powerful than whatever you can imagine. Of course, the V6 is a global partner. When you hit V6, that means anybody you sign up, you get $17 and crazy income from the team's activities. The number one in Nigeria is a V6, and he has already made over $800,000 just from RoyalQ. So we want you to understand that this is a real opportunity. Whenever you join this business, this is how, if you decide to bring in people and build it, you get $30. Now, the V2 who brought you in will get $10 reward. You got $30, but he's going to get $10. Now, the V3 who mentored the V2 is also going to get a $10 reward. Now, the V4 who mentored the V3 and who mentored the V2 and who mentored the V1 is also going to get $10. Now, the V5 gets less than all of them. The V5 gets just $5, all right? And the V6 also gets just $5. So imagine from V1 to V4 makes a hell of money, and then the V5 is okay. The V5 has mentored a lot of people, and the results is also showing, all right? So out of the $120 for activation, $70 is actually paid out. RoyalQ just takes $50. So in other words, for every activation, RoyalQ just takes $50 and pays out $170. So this is a really, really, really powerful system, a wealth distribution formula. Lives are changing. People are becoming millionaires using this technology, and we encourage you to come in, trade with us. After trading, begin to build your team of 20 and grow to your team of 100. Look at the kind of money people are making here. $200,000, $359,000, $400,000. Crazy income. Listen, you cannot afford to keep being afraid. You cannot afford in this age to keep being afraid. The money you're afraid to put on the blockchain is wasting away. It's shrinking. Step out of that comfort zone, get into a real blockchain trading solution, and change your life. This is a short video just to inspire you. Take a listen. want to thank you for watching this video. Sometimes you have to change who you give your ears to. Change who you give your ears to. Change your cycle of friends. Change people that take your energy. If you give your ears to the wrong people, they're going to tell you, "Come, let's go and do this other platform." Can that platform take you to $1 million? Why? Don't waste your time. All right. That product you're going to sell, will people not go out tomorrow to appear in the supermarket? It will be all over the place in the supermarket. It will be everywhere in the pharmacy store. So can it take you to $1 million? All right. So we're telling you about a technology that working with this team and the leadership of this team can take you to $1 million. Are you ready to make history? Are you ready to rewrite your story? Even if your trades might not be going as fast as you think because maybe you are still learning, do you have the skill to influence people to join the presentations? If you have those skills, you will change your life while you trade, while you also build a team. Combining those two together is the RoyalQ life transformation formula. All right. So give RoyalQ a try. Get started. Get back to whoever invited you. Get the referral link. Activate your bot. Get started immediately. Do our 8-video training course. Don't fail to do those training courses. Master the functionality of this bot. Start taking our signals and testify to the power of RoyalQ.